Alright, hey, what's up, guys? Like the title says, this is not ASMR, so if that's not your thing, I'm not gonna blame you for clicking off and stuff. So, to get into the skinny of it, we're gonna be talking about my COVID-19 vaccine. If I do a little pauses here and there, it's just because I don't want to burp, because I'm eating some Kung Pao chicken, and apparently I'm getting very burpy, and I just don't want y'all to hear that. Anyway, so let's hop on into it. This is my COVID-19 vaccine experience, I will say. So, I got the vaccine Saturday of 2021. Sorry. And I got the Johnson and Johnson one. For some reason they call it Jensen and Jensen. I'm like, what the fuck is that bullshit? But whatever. So I got it around, I'd say 1 o'clock ish or 12 o'clock. And it was 1 o'clock when I left because they need you to stay for 15 minutes to see if you have any, I guess, flare ups or something. That way they can help you right then and there, which I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And I got it at Walmart, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. So I get it. Boom, boom. Shot didn't hurt. Got Sat there for 15 minutes, bounced out, left, went home. And by then it was 2 o'clock and I laid down, because I read online, like, hey, when I laid down, I woke up feeling better and the effects hit them like right after, 20 minutes after, or whatever. Some people did. And before I go any further, my experiences do not mean is what you're going to experience. Everyone varies. From what I've read online, from multiple research of the vaccine effects from the Johnson and Johnson, some people had literally no effects after they got the shot, even 24, 46, 72 hours in. Some people got it 20 minutes right after they got the shot. Me, so after I laid down, I slept till 9 o'clock p.m., woke up, played a little bit of video game. Everything was fine. 10, 11, 12 o'clock is when the effects hit. At first, my I started to get really, really fucking cold. Really cold. So much that I got the fucking shivers. Now, at first, I thought it was my air conditioning because when I'm in my living room playing video games, there's, a bigger area for the air to come in versus my room where there's only one vent. And, less air, less cold. So I was like, oh shit, it's just the, excuse me, it's just the, sorry, it's just the air conditioning. So I went over there, I turned it off, and I put on a light hoodie, sweatshirt thing, whatever. And then it still didn't go away. So I was like, okay, yep, it's the effects. And then after that, this had to be my worst part of it. So after, I would say that passed around 1:30. And yes, I did stay up all the way till like 10 o'clock in the morning. Because I slept like till 9. So, I wasn't going to be sleepy. Not something I usually, well, it is something I usually do. But anyway, doesn't matter. So, I, after like 1 o'clock past 1:30, that went away. Then I got really hot. Well, my head did. Like I think I was running a fever, and I was like, oh my goodness. But I was like, all right, this is not too bad. I'm staying hydrated. I got water near me right now. Not right now. Back then, I just had to take a sip. I gotta take another sip. Ugh. Anyway, so I drank some water, and I kept playing the game. And here is the worst thing that happened to me. So after, I would say 2 to 3, I was still hot, but I was drinking. I was good. Nothing was happening. Then my whole body started to ache. I'm not kidding. I felt like one of those. Hang on, let me look this up so I can give y'all a good thing. I don't know. I don't know. Come on, what is it called? Hang on, sorry y'all. I know this is kind of stupid, but no, 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 no. A thwomp. That's really what I felt like. I felt like a fucking living thwomp. If you play Mario, it's the big rock dude. Then there's a thwimp. But I felt like a fucking thwomp. When I got up just to get another water, my whole body felt like fucking stone. It's like Medusa looked me right in my fucking eyes, and instead of fucking deciding to really turn me to stone, she turned all my muscles to stone. Worst effect ever. And this went on all the way till 10 o'clock in the morning till I fell asleep. Then I woke up, it was gone. But I ran a bath, turned it on, dumped some eucalyptus, like, stuff in it. Some, I don't know what the hell it's called, but it relaxes your muscles and pain. So if you're definitely gonna get the Johnson and Johnson one, I definitely recommend, if you are gonna get the body aches, I'm just guessing, definitely get you some eucalyptus or some lavender stuff to put in the bathtub, because it helped. It helped tremendously. But before that, I was there, and it got worse and worse and worse. Like, at first it started in my back, my upper back, and I was like, oof. But I was like, oh, maybe it's because I'm being a dumbass and I'm slouching like an idiot playing a video game. So I straightened up, it didn't go away. Then it went down to my lower body, to my ribs, then to my legs. And I'm when I'm saying it went down, I mean it still was affecting me at the top. Then from the top, and still affecting, it went down lower, lower, and lower. And my ribs were hurting, my chest was hurting. Don't be afraid if you have chest pain. Like, I'm pretty sure, well, someone I know has heart issues, had even got heart surgery, and their doctor told them not to take it because it can really mess you up. But if you don't have any heart issues and you got your daily checkup, your heart's fine, you will feel some chest pain. Don't worry, it's not a heart attack. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not, honestly. But most of the time, it's really rare. Like, I have anxiety, and my chest pain was like, oh, shit. My ribs were hurting and everything. And then I was just like, oh my god. So, after that, the shivers came back. I would say around 4 to 5 is when the shivers came back. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to, like, wrap up again. And by the way, where you got the shot, your muscle will hurt. Perfectly normal, because I heard they give the shot into the muscle. Whatever the fuck that means. I thought all shots go into the muscle. But whatever. So, now, we're coming to the point of where I ran my bath. Give me a second. So, I put my eucalyptus thing in it. I ran my bath. Amazing. Dude, when I came out, I looked like a crinkled piece of paper. But I felt so much better. I literally stayed in the bath for an hour. I ran the eucalyptus. I sat there. Felt so good. All my pain was going away from all my joints. Like, it was like I was sitting in a fucking healing water presented to me by Jesus Christ himself. So then I take the thing on my bathtub away so I can run some more hot water. And like I said, I stayed there for an hour. It felt so good. Even when I got out the tub, because you have that cold feeling, like, ooh, shoot, it's kind of cold. I did, but it wasn't the shivers. Thank God. So I run that down, and I get out. And I wouldn't say 30 minutes later, like, all of a sudden, then I'm back to the aches. And it hurts. It sucks. Oh. Then I put some eucalyptus. I put some Vicks Vapor Rub on my back and some ice. Wherever your mostly pain is, definitely use ice. Because I was a dumbass. I don't know why I didn't. But it clicked in my brain, hey, use some ice. So I put the ice on my top or half back. Felt better. Was definitely, like, freezing the pain or whatever. And the vapor rub helped too. And then, like, and then the fever came. The real fever. Like, me getting hot, I guess that was just my body's immune system responding to, whatever the shot. But then the real fever came. Don't freak out. Fevers are normal. I can say that because after reading a bunch of side effects of the vaccine, even from the CDC site itself, a fever is normal. Dizziness is normal. Fatigue is normal. All that stuff is normal. So, after that, the fever came in. I took my temperature. It was like 100, then it jumped to 101, and then it jumped to 1019, so it almost went to 102. But I had orange juice on hand. I had water on hand. I had ice on hand to cool my body down. I was gonna throw it on my head because I had 2 ice packs, by the way. I was gonna throw it on my head, but I'm like, hey, a fever will pass. I'm just gonna keep this on my back because this hurts more. And then I lay down. Seriously, I fell asleep at 10. I turned on some ASMR videos. I laid down, and I woke up. Perfect. I am blessed. Oh, and by the way, I did get a little bit of a headache. That will happen too, at least for me. Like my head was booming, dude. I was like, ow, jeez. But laid down at 10, woke up at 9. Bed was a little sweaty, so you might get the sweats while you're sleeping. Just fair warning. Might have to change the sheets. But I woke up. What am I talking about? Sorry, I don't know what my train of thought just went. I woke up. I was perfect. Got me some more orange juice. Oh, and I'm so stupid. I'm sorry I forgot this. I really did try to eat when I was getting achy. I don't know, because I'm like, man, I haven't eaten all day. You do lose your appetite. For me, I did at least. I didn't want to eat anything. I was like, ugh, God, get this fucking food away from me. So, you might lose your appetite. Like I said, effects vary. So, after that, what happened? I woke up perfectly fine. No more aches, no more headache, no more fever, no more nothing. I went to sleep at 10. I woke up at 9. At night. And then it was over. So, yeah, that's my COVID vaccine experience. Johnson & Johnson, though. Can't say for anything else. I don't know if the other ones present the same side effects or if they, vary in difference, but yeah, pretty much. So, just to summarize, too long didn't listen. You'll have a headache. For me, I did. You'll have body aches. For me, I did. You'll have the shivers. For me. You'll have a fever. You'll lose your appetite. You might get a little dizzy or disoriented. Totally normal. At least for me, because, I was like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And here's my number one tip. If you do stand up because you get that rocky feeling like I said, stand in place for a bit. Just stand in place and stretch a little. That way your blood gets flowing. Because some people have been known to pass out from standing up too quick and just walking around with this vaccine. They said they almost passed out. They were like, I just had to go lay down. I couldn't stand up. I'm like, damn. So definitely take it slow with the standing up. And, excuse me. And then definitely try to, if you can't eat, that's totally fine. Because I did a little bit of research on this like a long time ago. Your body mostly depends on fluid than food. Seriously does. I think you can go, what is it? Like, you can go a month without food, but you can only go a week without water. So, sorry, I'm a little bit of a... Anyway, yeah, you can only go a week without water. So definitely try to stay hydrated. Definitely try to. Even though you feel like you can't drink, definitely drink. I definitely recommend it. Orange juice, water. If you really are having the sweats, my mother got me some Powerade. I mean, I don't know. I'm really kind of on the Powerade because I heard like Powerade is mostly sugar. It doesn't really give you your electrolytes back or whatever. But who the hell am I? I don't know shit about Powerade. Maybe my mother does. But I definitely would recommend that. You'll be fine on that end. And yeah. That's pretty much it for my COVID vaccine talk, honestly. Oh, all right. And thank you guys for listening. See you around.